What's up, everybody? It's Sid and Millie back with another Manchester United game day review. Unfortunately, we finished watching the 2-1 loss in the Premier League with Manchester United versus um,
Newcastle.
Newcastle today. So yeah, that was obviously very unfortunate. First loss under Carrick. So yeah, let's get right into it, Millie. I know that it was a bit of a frustrating game today.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just think from the get go, United were just off it. I'm not sure what's been going on the last few games. At first chalked it up to they had the 2 week break. That was kind of like the excuse in the win against maybe Everton, and then last week against Crystal Palace again. Pretty poor football, pretty poor performance, but kind of again just got across the line. And I think today was kind of just the reality of the continuation of poor performance. You just cannot continue to play poorly, to play bad football, and expect to continue to win games. And so I think that reality just kind of slapped Michael Carrick and Manchester United in the face today. I think Carrick got a few things wrong. I think with a team like Newcastle, they're always pacey, they're always aggressive, especially at their home field. I think this is like a prime game for someone like Ahmad to start
Mm.
in order to really get at their back four and kind of pin back their pacey outside backs. Um, you know, with a team that likes to attack forward and attack with their outside backs like Newcastle does, you need pacey wingers and pacey attackers who are going to sit those defenders further back on the field. And so by again starting Sheshko in a game where Newcastle wants that physicality. They kind of look forward to it, and so and again our style of play under Carrick also it just uh, I won't say generally, but just today, it's like we didn't. I don't even know if I can count more than three crosses that were even sent in Sheshko's
Mm-hmm.
direction for the entire game.
Barely
Um,
heard his name.
yeah, he wasn't getting touches played into him. He wasn't getting the ball played into his feet. He wasn't getting good service from wide places. So it's just like we have to think about these things. Like if you're going to start a player like that, the mindset from the rest of the team has to be we're going to find this guy service so he can try and score a goal. That just wasn't the reality. I mean, Cunha completely on his own wavelength for the entire 90 minutes, just doing whatever. I just don't know. I just don't understand what's happened and what has been allowed to kind of deteriorate so quickly in the way that Manchester United plays. And I feel like for Newcastle to go down to 10 men and to still be the better team on the field, it's unexcusable. And then I think yeah, just sorry, inexcusable. It's inexcusable to allow the team with 10 men to be the better team,
Mm.
allow the team with 10 men to attack better than you, allow the team with 10 men to win the ball off of you. It's just I don't know. It was just a complete lack of interest today from the Man United players. I mean, I can count maybe 10 different instances where Newcastle players come and poke the ball away for Man United players who are taking God knows how long on the ball. It's just not good enough. I mean, players like Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, you just expect better from them. Even Kobe, our midfield just got bullied today,
Mm.
just bulldozed. I mean, Joe Linton had the game of his life for sure, but at the end of the day, it's just like it's not good enough for all three of our midfielders to get dog walked like that. So all of them bullied, manhandled, just weak, just wasn't good enough. Didn't take care of the ball, didn't care about the ball. Refereeing was atrocious as well. I mean, the referee blowing his whistle every time someone jumped on the ground, giving out yellow cards every time someone touches the ground, but then, completely dismissing Dan Burns' clear elbow in the face of Luke Shaw, which
Insane.
should have been a straight red card. But again, like, the terrible refereeing is just an expectation now. So it's just like for me as a fan, I don't have the expectation that the referees are going to get the game call right.
Mm.
And so what the players also should assume the worst. Like it's
True.
just crazy. I'm seeing like Bruno screaming at the ref, Maguire, all these guys getting in the ref's face over calls. Guys, we know the refs suck. We know the refs never played the sport. We know the refs are clueless. We know that the Premier League has no clue how to referee the game of football. And yet our players are expending energy, time, and effort arguing with these idiots on the field. Get fucking on with it. I'm just so sick of all this bitching at the ref. Get on with it. They suck. Every single ref in the Premier League sucks. They are all bad at their job. So, Manchester United players, please stop expecting people who suck at their jobs to be good at their jobs during your game. It's just so unrealistic.
Crazy.
They're terrible refs. Move on. Play the game of football. Like, that is what we need to focus on. The football was atrocious. What are we doing out there? In the midfield, unable to connect passes. Okay, in the last 15 minutes of the game, sure, we were able to string together some shit, but at the end of the day, they also scored in the last 15 minutes of the game. So it's just like passing, no real opportunities versus a counterattack goal on the other end. It's just like, yeah, just absolutely not good enough, from just all facets. I mean, I'm not even sure why Ahmad has been relegated to only getting like 12 minutes as
Yeah,
well.
what happened?
Xerxes as well. The substitutions from Michael Carrick today were atrocious. He got it completely wrong. Michael Carrick, his first substitutions off the bench in a tied game against 10 men are Ugarte and Dallo. I mean, Carrick, are you insane, brother? There is no way that tied 1-1 against Newcastle with 10 men, we're not making attacking substitutions. I mean, I'm like, I feel like the old manager just stepped in and coached the last game. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And the substitutions off the bench were cowardly. And Carrick knows better than that.
Mm.
So I'm like, they show the old guy who's with Michael Carrick saying, "Oh, he's the brains behind Carrick's team or whatever."
If
If
that's true,
Let's get him out. Carrick doesn't need that guy because what we're seeing is not good enough. It's been coming, it's been approaching, and I've said it in every video for the last 3 games. It's not been good enough. Yes, United had won the games, but the performances themselves were not good enough. And today is just another example of that. It was 90 minutes of some of the worst football I've ever seen Manchester
mm,
United produce. God awful. I mean, I've just never even seen that many instances of Manchester United players not even checking your own damn shoulders. I mean, guys, like Casemiro, Menu, guys, I played college football, right? A much significantly lower level than you lads are playing at right now. And my coach would bellow at me from across the field if I wasn't checking my own shoulders to see if there's a fucking man on my back. And I'm seeing Casemiro, 5-time Champions League winner, getting the ball nicked off him because he's not checking his shoulders. And because we're not checking our shoulders in the midfield. We just didn't want it today because that's just not good enough. The sharpness, non-existent. The will to win, non-existent. The effort to win wasn't in the room with us. The willingness to run for the squad wasn't even there. I mean, it was an all-around piss poor performance from
mm.
Manchester United. Carrick got it wrong with his substitutions, subbing on defensively from the get-go, absolutely wrong decision. He knows that was a wrong decision. He also probably knows he made wrong team choice as well. I mean,
Mm.
Sheshko was not involved in the game at all.
Not
This
at all.
was not the type of game to continue starting him. Okay, you're trying to reward the good performance, but winning is our ultimate driver.
I know. I
Winning.
feel like players would understand if you're like, "Hey guys, I know that you, or hey whoever, I know that you started, and we're on this great path with you right now, but this game coming up, the team we're playing,
It warrants a
it
different lineup.
doesn't
It
exactly."
warrants a different approach. Every team in the Premier League warrants a different approach, and yeah, it just wasn't it today. It was a really poor game, and because we've had 90 minutes now not just in the game against Newcastle, but in the last two games, there's been over 90 minutes of poor football. And then today was just 90 minutes of poor football.
Mm.
Poor decision making, even from Bruno. I mean, getting caught up in the hysterical drama of the match, with the Newcastle players. Our guys are jumping on the ground, begging for fouls. I mean, it's just pathetic. I
Mm.
just don't even know what to say. It's just pathetic. Like I really don't think anybody who's like watching Manchester United play in a game like today would enjoy any part of the football we played. I'm all for Cunha when it was against Everton game, and we're celebrating those defensive actions and getting in the player's face and doing those sorts of things. I love that energy, but you got to bring that energy every game. That's not
Mm-hmm.
something that you can pick and choose when you want to bring your edge or bring your hard work. Like I personally think Carrick's biggest mistake in the game today was subbing off Brian Membo. I just think
Mm-hmm.
that Brian was being way more effective up front and then got subbed
He was
off.
doing
And
way more.
and
Yeah.
then I just don't understand why Joshua Xerxes can't get more minutes. I mean, he had fantastic shot from distance, immediately started building up with intricate footballing. I just think we need more of that. I mean, again, if we're not going to cross to Sheshko, if we're not going to pass to Sheshko, if we're not going to look for Sheshko, then we need to play a player that we can actually combine with and who's going to get in those tight spaces in between defenses and unlock our attack. Like we can't just put a player out there and hope that we have a special moment. I think there needs to be more intention behind it. You see Luke Shaw in the first half, plenty of opportunities to cross when he's up wide on the wing, corner of the 18. What do? We cut back and go into the middle. So is Sheshko on the field, Luke Shaw? I mean, I just cross the ball to the 7-foot guy in the box. I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, just a awful game. Newcastle worked harder. They wanted it more, and they deserved it. And with 10 men, it just shouldn't be happening. Um,
No excuse.
so so yeah, that's basically it. Let's hope that the weekend is better. But this was really poor. So
So those were our thoughts on the Manchester United versus Newcastle game in the Premier League today. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
peace.